Right guys, welcome to a new series on this channel, a new series for me, and a series you're wondering why, how is it possible? And welcome to the World Superbike 2020 Championship. And I'm already super excited for this, and yes, it's true, I found a Superbike mod developed by Biker Gaming. Well done. It's finally time to get used to the Superbikes. So, let's have a look into all the drivers. I know some names like Jonathan Rea, of course, Gold Redding, Levity, Sandro Cortez, of course, our German GOAT, who really hasn't done much, the Turkish guy, Toprak Razgatlioglu or something, but of course also well known for the MotoGP back then. And we have even BMW here. This is even better. So you have to excuse me for being the guy who doesn't know what drivers are in the Superbike. I really haven't watched this series. I might do for next year, but it depends on if I'm really interested. One name I also forgot was Bautista, of course, also well known. But there's some names I don't really know. For example here, Tom Sykes. But that's why I'm picking him. And I'm also picking BMW, because it's a German mark. And yeah, I like this bike actually. So yeah, let's recreate the official calendar of the season. So we start in Phillip Island, continue in Jerez, and then we are going to put in a replacement track, I believe, because there are some tracks in the calendar who aren't available, so we have to pick some replacement tracks. In one case it would be Barcelona. We've got 2 rounds Aragon, followed by theoretically Manicourt, Oh no, there was Barcelona before. So we've got 2 rounds in Barcelona. There would have been 1 round in Portimao, but the track of course isn't in, just like Estoril, and we have to replace them with Spanish tracks because Spain is actually near of Portugal, and I think it should fit. So here are the settings. We are playing the highest difficulty, of course. Why not? I mean, it's definitely worth it. And we are putting damage on graphical, just like in the MotoGP career mode. And hit riding aids. Yeah. I think now it's time to start a new chapter on this channel.
Hello from Phillip Island. The first qualifying session is about to start, giving the riders who didn't make it into the top 10 during yesterday's free practice another chance. The forecasts confirm what you can see for yourselves. The weather is excellent, and it's going to stay that way for the rest of the day.
So this will be the last time you hear Keith Ewan commentating on this series, because I think his voice is getting repetitive and wouldn't even fit to the Superbike mod anyway. Well, now it's time to get out on track for our first proper run. And you definitely see that this is a mod, of course, but I think it's pretty well done. I mean, except for the game phases maybe, because it can be irritating to see a Quattraro face looking at you but it's just me being me. So we're now driving out of the pits, and it's time to start our Superbike season, and I'm super excited for this. I think theoretically they have Super Pole, but of course because it's a MotoGP game, we have to keep it with qualifying 1 and 2. So there's no chance to fix this. Let's go for first flying lap, getting used to the bike already. And maybe you can hear this, but this is actually KTM sound. And of course it was difficult to port the sound over to from ride 3, I guess, if I heard them correctly. So we have to live with this. Also, there is only there's an Aprilia bike, but only as a replacement for the KTM custom bike. So yeah, also a thing to mention here. And whoop, we have some issues with the bike. It seems like the bike tends to do wheelies, so especially after this corner. So we need to be careful with this. But I think we need to push a bit harder, because it drives some weird lines here, especially in that one left-hander where I just cut through the racing line. We see the first lap time being set at 1:25. So this is our target. I think we are not going to be beating it, because oh, there's Jolov actually pitting in now for whatever reason. And yeah, this is going to be fun beating those lap times. We come through the start finish straight, and this is a 1:27.0. And we actually see that our second lap time was also an improvement, but not by much. But still, we are trying, we are pushing, we're coming through the final corner again. Oh, we nearly lost the control there. But now this is going to be a 26.6, which is a huge improvement compared to our last lap time. But oh dear, no, we cut the corner a bit too far on the inside, and that's it. That's qualifying over, and yeah, there we are. Gabellini on P1 on Q1. We have made jump to the next session. Same goes our teammate Laverty, because he's actually behind us here, so that's a surprise. Well, the race is gonna be fun. So guys, here we are at the starting grid for the upcoming Superbike race here in Phillip Island. And just ignore the bottom right corner where it says MotoGP race. You know, it's just a mod, so we can't change anything in that. Still, massive compliment to the mod developers. You can download the mod in the description below. Here we have the starting grid. We see Jonathan Rea on pole. What a surprise. And then we have people like, where's Cortese? There he is. P18 ahead of his teammate Scheib. Well, it's okay, I guess. To be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of Cortese, even though he is a German. He's not the quickest guy, so yeah, Cortese really struggling. So yeah, he isn't really the best guy, I have to be honest. Well then, the lights go on now, and the first Superbike race here, MotoGP 20, is underway. And how is the start going? It's okay, it's not that much better than Scheib. So we're still P21 going to the first corner. It's a fast one, so we need to be careful with the other riders. But now we're going to the second corner. We've already passed someone that must be Maximilian Scheib. Side by side with our German compatriot Sandro Cortese. But we've been repassed by Scheib. And Cortese really currently ahead of us. Oh, there's a teammate Laverty. Please do not crash. I don't want to hit you, Eugene. I mean, we are teammates, and it would be really poor if we crash. Oh, there's a crash. Oh, I think there are two riders off. The first one was a Japanese rider, but who was the second one? Must be Scheib, I believe. He just drove on the bike, on the road, from the Japanese one, Sadly forgot his name. I might remember it in the results. But wow, what a crash it was already. I haven't seen that crash already in the MotoGP game. So that's a new crash. I haven't seen that. So yeah, those crashes are also possible. We're behind Jolov. And he's behind Sandro Cortese. But now, act together, they've hit each other now. Could this be a chance? Or no, not really. We've got a lot of understeer here. And now, oh look, Laverty. He has got a perfect exit actually, but no, he can't make the move. So he will remain behind us. Let's have a look into the replay, shall we? So, we see the start. And we see Johnny Rea taking the lead already, going into the first corner. Yes, he does. Good job there by Johnny. And going to the following corners, he keeps it as well. He's also building a nice gap to the second place rider. Here we have the Japanese run. Oh, he hits the grass actually. And he... oof. His own mistake there. He just accelerated a bit too early. Oh, and Sharpen had no chance to avoid that. Unfortunate events here for him. But now we're back in lap 2. And this might be our chance to pass Cortese here. Down the inside we go. Oh, there's a little collision here. But can we make the move work? And we do. We are up to P18. I'm not used to those kind of positions here in MotoGP. But it is what we have now. The bike seems to be actually a bit rubbish. But okay, we have to live with it. So, oh, that was stupid. That was really stupid. We are blocking Cortese now. Could this be a chance for Laverty to pass him? No, it won't. Cortese passes us. We are fast on the straight, so we are re-passing Cortese. Here, going into the first corner. So, great battling here already. Now it seems like Laverty has passed Cortese. Okay, no, he doesn't. As we've seen the left-hand sides. These two have a little scrap there behind. And I think also Sharp is still running. So that's positive for him. But his race surely is compromised from now on. Going to this right-hander. This hairpin went a bit too wide. And this cost us a lot of time. Collision with Cortese. We've dropped behind our team at Laverty. Oh dear. This has been a disastrous corner. We've lost 2 places after a collision with Cortese. Oh no. This has been really unfortunate here. And now we need to actually get it back to Laverty. But it seems like we are not really able to. So we are actually on equal pace with Laverty. We just need to wait for the perfect opportunity to come. So that we might get past Laverty here. We are moving into the final lap of the race here. We are still behind Laverty. But we are not in last place. So I'm not sure if I should count this as a positive, but I'm not sure. Really, I'm not sure about that. I mean, we really have been struggling a lot here today, but I mean, we've still got 1 race left in this episode. This will be in Jerez, so the Spanish tour will start soon. Whilst now in the final lap, we try to get as close as we can to Laverty. We haven't got many chances left. Maybe now. Oh, went a bit too wide. We've lost it again, but maybe now a perfect exit could change it. Can it change it? No, there's no gap in here. So we need to stay behind Laverty here for now. If we get this section here right, there might be another chance to get by Laverty. But I'm not sure about that. So we go into this fast left-hander now. Nah, this I'm not sure. We are a bit far behind, but we are breaking a bit too late. This can't work out. We hit Laverty and we've crashed. We are down, and it didn't work out. For the moment, we thought we could go for it, but at least we've tried. So yeah, final lap. Jonathan Rea wins the race, and we will finish indeed in last place from the finishers. So, disastrous race has now finally ended. Oh dear, this has been a shite race here. Wow, absolutely disaster for myself here. But now, let's have a look into the race results. We see Johnny Rea winning, and of Alvaro Bautista and Scott Redding in P3, so 3 familiar names at the top. And of Alex Lowe's, Van der Mark, the Turkish guy Haslam, Cavalieri, Bats, Forrest, Gabellini, Mercado, and the rest, so Davies, and so on. We see Cortese finishing ahead of our teammate, of course, only 9 seconds behind Weir, and yeah, we are actually in last place, but we have the faster lap time than our teammates, so that's something. And here we see the team championship, so Kawasaki is leading ahead of HRC, and then we have the rest. Well, let's say we need to keep working. And here we see the BMW team currently only in P14 ahead of the team where the Japanese guy is riding, I think. And yeah, we are down P5 also in the Manufacturers Championship, but this is to be expected because we are only, yeah, we have the slowest bike it seems. We are now in Jerez, so let's get on with it. And we're back here for qualifying, the second qualifying this season, and yeah, now it's time to prepare ourselves, and it's go time here in Jerez. Well, I think we can only hope for better things, and yeah, I just hope for better things actually, because nothing can top this disastrous race in Phillip Island. We really bottled it completely the end, but now in Jerez, it's time for revenge, I would like to say. So now it's go time, and we start the lap now, braking a bit early for the first corner. Let's hope we can get this right. Yes, somewhat. It's somewhat okay, so it's not too bad here. I could have gained some more time by sticking a bit more to the inside line, but I think I still have lost that much time in the process, but I still could have gotten a bit better. That was the first sector, now on to the second one. It wasn't good as well. Once again I could have sticked a bit more to the inside, but I think under current conditions it's still pretty decent. Now on to the third one. So the second sector really was just one corner and one straight. A bit basic, but okay, we have to live with it. Now the third sector here in Jerez, it's going to be a bit more tricky, because now we have this long left hand, and once again, we're losing a lot of time here. So I think we have to go for a second run. I believe we can go for a second run, because it's much better to do so. But I mean, it's still Q1, but still I lost some time, so I'm not sure if it's really the best lap time. But we went a bit too wide there, but because we're playing the normal penalty system, it shouldn't be a big problem. Gerloff has set the first time with a 1:37.5, and we come through the stuff very straight. Let's have a look into the lap time. It's gonna be 1:36.7, so it was a decent lap time. We've smashed Gerloff's time, and actually we've moved into the second qualifying. Unbelievable. So what a session it was here in comparison to the first qualifying in Phillip Island. So now it's time for the second qualifying, and now it's time for the second lap. So let's go for it. First corner. Oh, that wasn't good. That wasn't good. We've lost a lot of time here, so we might do another one if the time is bad enough. Second corner was a tiny bit better. Now go for the next corners. The fast left-hander here. And this is, I mean, we still haven't got a benchmark, so it's just pure guessing how our lap time was. But at the moment it seems like it was pretty decent, even if we have made the horrible mistake in turn 1. Now to the second sector, looks okay. Now third sector, now it's time for the important stuff. Now here we can lose or gain some more time. We have the bike ahead as a benchmark maybe. Who is it? I actually want to know who it is. But we will see later on who this guy is. But now we are still driving pretty decently. Going through the next couple of corners pretty well. Using the track limits a bit, but it's okay. So the lap time looks okay, because they're actually catching up to the bike ahead, who is also in a lap. I'm still not sure who it is. So, yeah, now we go to the final corner, and looks like it's Bautista. Bautista, one of the favorites of the title. We see the Turkish guy setting the fastest time so far. Bautista setting the fastest time. We are setting the fastest time of the session by quite a mile. So, we've actually taken the first pole position of the season, still in the first episode. So, from a pretty hard low, we are now on a high. Let's go for it here in Jerez. So, here we are, back in the starting grid, and let's have a look at Jonathan Weir here. And with Dovizioso's face, but we just ignore that. We go soft medium again. See Loris Butts with Crutchlow's face, so yeah, they just took the normal faces and put them on the random riders. And here we see the starting grid in full. We are actually one of the few riders here with the soft front tyre. See some people using the hard rear tire, a hard front tire. I think this is a bit too much. I believe the hard tire isn't actually needed for this race. So, yeah. Once again, we are back with a risky strategy. And now let's have a look at the race start. The lights go on. And the second race of this episode gets underway. And what's the best start? Looks like Johnny Weir has got the best start. And he takes the lead into the first corner, hopefully. And he takes it. But now we are having to focus again to retake that lead. Look at that. Weir's brake a bit too early. Goes side by side in corner 2. But now in corner 3, we are still side by side. Look at that. Yeah, there's already a crash. That's Lowy Bats off. What did he do? Did he maybe hit the grass just like the Japanese guy in the first race? Can you believe it? Lowy Bass is already off. But now it's still Johnny Weir left in the lead. We're having a slipstream now. So we might take the lead now. And we do. But now we need to keep it together. You go into this hairpin, the Danny Perdoza corner, and looks clean. So we've taken the lead from Johnny Weir. And now we can finally calm down a bit. Oh no, there's Weir again. And he just can't find a way past now. Going down to the... Oh, he hits us. Johnny Weir has hit us. So he's trying to play a dirty game here. And there's another crash. That's Forrest with the hard weird tire. Oh no. It didn't work out for him. So he will fall down now a lot. And that's the Turkish guy. He's also off. Yamaha Star is off. And that means he will fall down a lot of places. What a shame. So you need to have a look at the replays now, and I need to calm down as well because my voice is nearly dying here. And here's the replay. And the poor getaway, Weir is taking the lead. And we've seen some banging in the back already. Now we go into the second corner. We were just ahead for some milliseconds, but then Weir came back. And let's have a look at the back. Oh yeah, same mistake as the Japanese guy in the previous race. So yeah, what a shame for Lowy Bats. You see it now from his point of view. There he goes. Oh yeah. He went a bit too wide, hit the accelerator, and that's it. Now let's have a look at what happened to Forrest. Maybe the same mistake. He went a bit wide. He did the same. He did the same thing again. So his race is also screwed big time. Now we have 2 right. Oh, look at that. It was top right here push off, and there was another ride involved in that crash. I have no clue what it was, but it was a red bike, so it might be a Ducati or a Honda. I'm not sure. You see Tom Sykes now lead, so we are leading now big time. Oh no, or not. Need to stop the mistakes here. But could be Bautista because he is in the top 10. Or was he? If yes, then I did the Crofty again. See Sykes. Oh, he was. So I did a Crofty there. Sorry, guys. Yeah, well, we will see it in the aftermath what happened or who was involved. Now we are seeing ourselves controlling the race, but we have a little issue in that right-hander. It is the rear, which is a bit wonky at some point, so we need to be alert. So we need to be really careful here with the rear end to not lose control, because we have no flashbacks here to correct these mistakes. So we need to get it together, and then we have a good chance of winning. So lap 7 now. We are still in the lead, so we've really controlled the race here. A huge gap over to rear, but look at that rear part of the bike. It is really unstable, so we need to be careful not to lose it, because otherwise we would be the biggest fuck-ups in the entire human history. Final lap now. I want to remind you of the first race here in Phillip Island. We've lost a lot of places. We weren't even competitive. We've lost the fight against our teammate in the final lap after we went for the move and failed. So everything is still possible. We need to keep our calm and just drive it until the end, just like Sam Lowes did today. Or yeah, not today basically, because the video is coming out maybe on Monday or Tuesday, on a day where the Aragon Grand Prix was, where Sam Lowes has controlled to the finish line after Bezzecchi has crashed, but that's a different story. Now we have 2 sectors left. You see we are closing down the gap a bit, but that's because I'm not really pushing. I'm just controlling it and just want to finish this race. What a great race has been. We have really taken the control early on after Rear has lost a bit of time, then he didn't came back. So now you can just, I think, start celebrating already, because this looks like a win no one can take away. So BMW, it will take their first win this season. Tom Sykes will win the first race, will win his first race of the season with my help. But now we come to the final corner and it looks to be done. No mistakes here. And there it is. The checker flag is awaiting. Tom Sykes is a race winner here in the Superbike Championship with BMW in 2020. We've got 2 different winners now. And there we have it. We are the race winner. And with Johnny Weir and Alvaro Bautista in 3rd. Then we have Redding, Haslam, Lowes, Van der Mark in 7th. Then Chas Davies in P8. And then Mercado in P9. So decent results by those guys. Looking at the rest of the grid, we have Cavalieri, Jolov, Gabellini, Rinaldi, Takahashi, and Cortez is scoring points. And of our team, Laverty, Bats, the rest. We see the second driver involved was Barrier. Not to be confused by Into the Barrier, but just saying. So here we have the championship order. Rear is leading by over 9 points out of Bautista. Redding is behind with 16 points. Then we are 20 points behind Rear. But I mean, it is our first points scoring position overall this season. So yeah, we couldn't do much. But we have to remind ourselves we have only got 8 rounds to win the championship or not. But to be honest, I'm not really thinking about winning the championship right now. Just want to have some fun and to enjoy the Superbike experience. So here we have the team championship. We are currently P5 moving up 9 places to improve ahead of the Barney Racing team. And yeah, we are of course the fastest BMW bike. I mean, we have only one BMW bike team in this championship, so yeah, what a season already. And I'm already super excited for next races, and if you are as well, then please keep following this channel for more of these races. And now we have the celebration here going on for the win. I think now it's also time to say goodbye for this episode, because I've got nothing left to say other than, yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you do enjoy this indeed, and as I said, please drop a subscription here for this channel and check out the other videos on this channel as well. I can highly recommend them as well. And yes, now it's time to say goodbye, and I think we'll see you soon for the next race in Barcelona. And until then, goodbye.